Hey guys, Bananim here to give you a look at what's new at Maple Hill 2024 in Disc Golf Valley. Maple Hill is one of the highest rated disc golf courses in the United States, and they're regularly updating the course to keep it fresh. In the newest version of Disc Golf Valley, we now have the 2024 Gold layout for the MVP Open at Maple Hill. If you aren't seeing Gold Layout 2024 for Maple Hill in your practice menu, make sure you're on the latest version of your app by opening up the settings and checking here. Here are the major changes you can expect to find on Maple Hill. In April of 2024, Maple Hill added a controversial triple Mando to Hole 1. No matter how you feel about the new Mando, it's here to stay, and it's in play for Hole 1 in the game. For the most part, I wouldn't expect the play here to change too much. You might need to lower your aim on your approach a bit, but the layup into the green is largely the same shot. However, if you're trying to play for an eagle, your tee shot is going to have to be much more precise to have a clean look at the basket. On older layouts, the perfect drive on hole 3 often hit this stupid, annoying, idiotic stump and took away your chances of a close putt for birdie. Thankfully, the groundskeeper finally ground the stump to sawdust, leaving the fairway clear. Yes, it's wide open now, and I can promise you'll never hit a tree off the tee shot again. Yeah. Hole 6 had a minor change that likely affects real-world play more than Disc Golf Valley play. The basket is now slightly closer to the OB wall and is elevated. You might want to think twice about your play here to make sure you have a good angle on the basket and that your misses don't go straight OB. The ideal play here will be to take the inside line so that a miss has some inbounds area behind the basket. If you play the wide line to take the outside look at the basket, I hope you're highly confident with your throwing skills because a bad attempt is going immediately OB for a birdie. Hole 7 is a new hole altogether. Take your shot off the tee here with a forehand or some weird lefty thing to get close to the basket for a birdie. If you hit those early trees, you're going to have a bad time. If you hit the drive just right, you'll be rewarded with a framed up putt between two trees straight at the basket. Hole 9 is now a par 5. The tee shot and second shot are going to play basically the same. Although after you get down the hill, you need to throw across the water and now up the hill to the basket. Time will tell if this hole is easier now since you have more strokes to get into position for birdie, or if it's harder thanks to the many more obstacles you need to navigate in order to get safely to the green. What's with the wall? Hole 14 has two major changes. The hole now has a wooden wall in place between the green and the water. There are also some new drop zone rules in play. The wall pretty much eliminates the water skip play on this hole, since it's difficult to get a big enough skip to get over the wall. This is perfect timing because I just learned the water skip Sapphire line. There are also now two drop zones for hole 14. Drop zone 1 is the FPO tee pad. After your tee shot, if your disc never crosses in bounds and does not hit the new wall, you're going to go to that drop zone 1. This drop zone is very punishing and almost guarantees a bogey or worse. So you're going to want to make sure you at least touch in bounds or hit that wall that you get to go to a much more forgiving drop zone 2, which is just outside of circle 2 and a fairly routine par save. Hole 18 was already the hardest hole in the game and just got even tougher. There are changes here to the OB line and to the drop zone rules. Before the update, a solid birdie play was to lay up your approach to the drop zone, then throw on for birdie from there. In the 2024 layout, the OB line is moved closer to the tee box, and the edge of the OB line is no longer protected by a rock wall. The layup here is a lot more touchy and still leaves a fairly long bid for birdie, even if you execute it perfectly. Now, if you want birdie, you're going to have to work on that second tough shot into the green to get a look at a putt. Make sure you at least cross the green when you're going for it though, because the drop zone is working as designed in real life now. The only way you go to the drop zone is if your disc crosses over the island green before going OB. If you don't cross that green and your disc goes OB, be prepared for that bogey or worse. What do you think of these changes to Maple Hill for the 2024 layout? What's the best change for gameplay? What do you wish you had been done differently? Let us know in the comments, and good luck on your journey to master these changes and new holes.